just saying what it is. That's how Christmas.
It took it a while to kick on tonight. All right.
Powered by Riverside FM.
Welcome to the channel, everybody. Tonight, we've got Bleak Rides and Dry Heat Doug. Tonight's a special Christmas Eve version of Rainy Nights not on our usual Friday night. Because we know some of you guys are just stuck at home, hanging out, waiting for the wife to finish cooking pies and whatever else we got going on. And hey, we're here to entertain you. We'll be a little short on entertainment tonight, so, again, because some of our people are busy cooking pies and traveling and whatever. But we're here for you, because that's what we do. So welcome in Serenity Kitty, Dana Pillion Style, and who else is in tonight? John Weiss Yama Roller. So, yeah, we're here for you. All right, so I see Bleak's got his Christmas sweater on. I went to look for one and couldn't find one.
Go to Chicago for this.
Oh, wait, I forgot to go live. Hang on.
So me and my buddy, we drove
We're
through
live.
a blizzard. Oh. Me and my buddy drove through a blizzard to go to a Spirit Christmas in Chicago. They don't have those here. And I got me a wonderful Christmas sweater. He got one, lights up, plays music. For no expense.
I just realized that my picture is backwards. What the hell?
It's reading correctly on screen right now on air.
Nope, it's backwards. Well, okay then. Well, you guys know what it look like. Except if this side of my face looked like this side, that's it.
You
And then
know
we'd be
what?
good.
It's correct on the Riverside screen, but it's not on the YouTube screen.
Well, what the hell have I done with my time?
I don't know.
You know what? We're just gonna roll with it. We're gonna roll with it.
Rhea, no.
Oh, you know what? I think Riverside just backwarded all my stuff here. Let's see if we can get this right here. Even my name is wrong. Yeah, they've pulled the switcheroo on me tonight. There, fixed it. Well, it's still backwards, but at least my name is right now. Well, hello everyone.
Start with the alphabet. Z.
Yeah, I only had one. Dinah said I had too many margaritas. I had one margarita and a gigantic ass burrito.
Oh,
You know
I
you
waited to drink.
you know what you should never do in a Mexican restaurant? Tell them give you the biggest burrito. That's 20-year-old shit. That's what 20-year-olds do. Don't do that as a 50-year-old. It's bad. It's bad for business.
I'm a finger food guy. I just want like the appetizers for everything, and then everybody just dig it.
This place, so we ordered a small guacamole, and it comes in a bowl that's like, can I get my hands? This big. It's huge. One of these big stone bowls. And I asked, the first time we went, I asked for a large because it said it's made with 2 avocados. Well, they forget to tell you that's also made with a half an onion and probably a half a cup of cilantro and and then probably 3 or 4 tomatoes. So this is not just a guacamole smash. This is a salad. It's an avocado salad is what it is. It's gigantic. So even the small one, it will fill you up by itself. You might, why did I order dinner? I don't even know. Craziness.
And is there such a thing as too many margaritas? I'm not sure that that's possible.
Depends. Once you have, well, see, I get mine without salt. Once I have about 3, the next ones have to have salt. Then you guys start putting salt in them. So that's kind of like the metric. No, I mean, I guess as long as you can stand up and still see colors, it's not too many. So
Yeah.
now once you start hearing the colors, then it's maybe.
When you can smell the colors.
When you can smell the colors. we were on one night. We were talking about Play-Doh, and we were doing a whiskey tasting, and one of the whiskeys was a cinnamon. And funny enough, we had 3 cinnamon whiskeys. We had the Jack Daniels, we had Fireball, and we had, I think it was a Jim Beam cinnamon. And the Jim Beam cinnamon, me and Seven both tasted it, and we're like, that tastes like red Play-Doh. And they looked at us like, how do you know what red Play-Doh tastes like? And I was like, I've ate it. I've been a kid. And like, well, how do you tell the red from the blue? And I was like, oh, they definitely taste different. Then we're just playing. But yeah.
That red's just a little more bitter.
Play-Doh has its own smell. And for some reason, that tasted like Play-Doh. It's not a good cinnamon whiskey. Fireball, good cinnamon whiskey. Jack Daniel's Fire, awesome cinnamon whiskey. The only one that can beat those is, do you remember the old, I can't remember who, so they had 2. One was Avalanche and the other was, they came in a pair. One was blue and one was red. The Avalanche was in mint, and then they had another one that was a cinnamon. They came in a pair, and I cannot remember what the other one was called. Anyway, that's actually hands down the best one, but I can't remember what it was called now.
I'm about 3 seconds away from going and making a drink.
Go make your drink. We'll be here for you.
I'll be right back.
Let us not leave you out. I got mine. I got my freaking Gentleman Jack and Dr. Pepper.
When this apple cider runs down, you'll see me running and getting another spiked apple cider. It's got that. It's got some apple. I guess apple and, well, it's not fireball flavor. What do you call it? Cinnamon.
Aftershock. That was the other one. It was Avalanche and Aftershock. Aftershock was the cinnamon one. Boy, I drank a lot of that when I was up in Chicago. Wow, too much.
I spiked this with a little bit of home brewed stuff.
We were gonna make a home brew for Christmas and give it out, and we never got around to it
already. So it's good.
We make our own, and it's absolutely freaking awesome.
Well, I don't mind this because it doesn't smell out the house like a brewery.
Sick bastard, thanks. That'll definitely buy me another margarita.
Good number.
Comments or live chat? Yeah, my comments are turned on. So you may have to go, if you go to the very top, there's an arrow. It'll say top chat, live chat, or fan funding. Make sure that you have live chat turned on, or you won't be able to see everybody's comments. So Mikey, welcome in. Just saw you pop in. We're all having fun here. Yeah, sick bastard. I can see you. Make sure it's I can see everybody's stuff. I'm unfortunately I'm not ignoring people. I just like read you fast sometimes. So sorry about that, sick bastard. Sorry that I missed you. Yeah, sick bastard. I can see yours. So make sure your live chat's turned on. Yeah, we can see you now. I don't know what the heck was going on there, but we couldn't see all the chat. They're on now, hopefully.
How was that censored? Yo.
What was censored? Who censored you? Is Gma back there?
Chasing Ghost's last little comment right there was censored.
Where?
It said, yo, and then it was like, oh, you got to approve this. And it's like, are you kidding me?
What?
2 letters. Yo.
Yeah, approve that one. Approve that one. It's okay. Chasing Ghost, welcome in.
I approve everything anyway. I don't care what's in there.
Yeah, it's like, there are very few things that I won't approve, especially, with
2 minutes or stalkers.
There's
2-minute warning on the language and then the stalkers.
Yeah, unless you're actually being nasty to somebody, I won't censor your stuff. I mean, they don't hold the group chat against me. They only hold what I say against me, and only for the first 5 minutes.
Yeah, well, I don't know things. Oh, so what are your plans for Christmas?
Apparently, my plans are going to be to apologize to Sick Bastard over and over because I forgot to say hello. Sorry, Sick Bastard. So for, well, we're going to sit home tomorrow. And for Thanksgiving, we made a lot of stuff. We made, obviously, the turkey. We made potatoes. We made stuffing. I made a green bean casserole. We had some kind of, I think we had, I don't think we had cranberry this time, but I think we had like 2 pies, 3 pies, had lots of stuff. So this time we're just doing a ham and we're doing potatoes and gravy. And I ordered a bunch of cookies from some David's Cookie Company, and their little pecan, what are they called? Pecan maple meltaways, little bitty cookies. So yeah. And then of course she made my favorite, the Heath pumpkin pie.
Nice.
It's my favorite pie.
No, Heath bars are completely underrated for everything.
Not for me.
Every dessert.
Nothing better anyway. Serenity Kitty says he doesn't do flavored whiskeys because I'm not a teenager. Well, we were all teenagers at one time, and sometimes you just got to bring something back to you. Now, granted,
everybody's got their own thing.
well, the only flavored whiskeys I like now, I don't know if you've ever. There's one called Revel Stoke, and they make a pecan whiskey, and it's like $10 for a fifth. I mean, it's like a dessert whiskey. It ain't nothing. I mean, I love it. And it's probably not, it might be 60 proof. It's not very strong, but it just tastes good, because I love pecans. So, tis what tis. Is that eggnog? That's got a.
That is Crown Apple, eggnog, and a dash of Sprite.
All right. I'm buying. I'd try it.
In egg now Crown Apple, eggnog, and
sorry.
What's the third?
Crown Apple, milk nog.
Milk nog.
And a dash of Sprite.
It looks difficult.
Delicious. Delicious. It's festive. It's springy. It's got a nice little pop.
I like spring and I like pop.
She's over here.
I tried to make my own eggnog one time from a recipe, and it did not turn out well. So I will. Was it Prairie Land? I love Prairie Land. Who else makes it? Oh, Borden. Borden makes a good eggnog. So yeah, I'll let other people make my eggnog for me now. Apparently, making it myself did not go well.
Yeah, we buy it locally. There's a dairy here, Ganzezen Dairy. They actually do home delivery, the real way, and it's all in glass bottles. I mean, there's no plastic anywhere. They take pride in their work.
That sounds expensive.
Long story about them. They're a great company too.
It sounds expensive.
It's $1 more.
That's worth $1. I guess that's worth $1.
I don't have to carry that stuff in the house. They bring it to the door.
I got straight mugged by myself on prices the other day. I mugged myself. More than $1. So turns out 44. I should probably learn to read, or maybe slow down a little bit. One of the two. Went to the local meat market, which I love to go to. They always have the best cuts. You can buy the same stuff you buy in the other stores, but the cuts are better. They're thicker. They're nicer. And they had candied bacon. And I read this as $2 a pound. And I thought, oh, that sounds like a great deal. There's only a little bit left on the tray. There was 6-8 pieces or something. And I got to the register and I wasn't paying it. I never paid attention until I was looking at the receipt later in the car and realized that stuff was $2 an ounce. And I paid $18 for what amounted to, I think, like 6 or 7 pieces of bacon. And thought, wow, holy smokes. What? I could have picked up a drug habit for less than that.
You're making Harley money now. It's fine.
I went
That
home.
pig better have been getting a massage every day.
That pig better have got a blowjob. Shit.
And I grilled it up. And it was delicious. It was so good. I told the wife, I said, hey, there's some candied bacon out here. She never got a piece. I ate it all. And then looking back was like, I have a problem. You know,
It's like a real drug.
I
But it's for
paid
me.
that bacon, and I enjoyed every last bit of it, I guess. And I'll have to get some more because I want the wife to fry it. Just I'll have to be more aware of what I'm purchasing.
It's hard sometimes when you get something really good and you have all intention of sharing it, and then you take a bite. And I try to be courteous because like we bought these Kinder bars tonight. We stopped by
Oh, God,
we
no.
stopped by Walgreens, and they come in a little white package and they'll like have the white
Yeah.
filling in them. Those are so good.
Have you
So
got the Buenos?
yes,
Oh, jeez.
well I picked up a 4-pack of these things and I'm like, okay, look 4-pack. Look, they're little like four little individually wrapped ones, and I have one. Give one to her. I eat one, and I'm like, so go back. I grab another one, and I'm thinking like, hey, do you want this other one? If you do, you should probably get it because I may, subconsciously go eat it when you're not looking. You should probably go get it.
Well, you got to start telling people, hey, you better do something because I can't stop myself. There's a monster growing inside. They don't know what to
It's
think.
supposed to be healthy, but you're not supposed to eat the whole box.
Yeah. It's like, what was it? Do you remember the movie? What was it called? Burger U. It was a parody movie from like the 80s, and the fat camp bus rolls up to a burger shop place, and the woman comes up and she goes, "Do you have a diet burger?" And she goes, "Yes, we do." She goes, "Give me 5." With a Diet Coke. That's always the joke. Dinah says, remind everybody that she made me a cheese ball too because I specifically asked for it.
Nice.
She makes these awesome cheese balls with it's white onion, green onion, 2 or 3 different kinds of cheese, shredded cheese, cream cheese, and then she rolls it in like almond slices.
I always forget there's a bunch of other people involved. Merry Christmas from TV Land.
Neil, welcome in. Thanks for coming in. Sorry, yeah, go. Sorry, you're not feeling well.
It's way too much crown apple.
All right. So, Doug, what are you doing for? What'd you say? Too much whiskey? Never.
Oh wow. Yeah, I'm doing my part for helping the Distillers of America. So that's what this week is going to be like for the next couple of days. Although we do have some fun times coming. She's got 3 kids that are going to come visit us. One's coming tomorrow. The oldest just got out of the army. He's coming tomorrow. And then her middle son, his wife, and her grandkid. So there's a grandkid involved. They're coming, I believe, Friday and Saturday. And then her youngest is going to show up, and he's going to talk me out of a car. But I know he doesn't watch this, but he's getting a Dodge Charger.
Glad he's
getting a
not
Dodge
looking.
Charger with a Scat Pack on it. So hopefully he doesn't get in too much trouble.
So my son, when he was, I think he was like 16 or 17, he wanted to put a cold air intake on a what was it? It was a Nissan. No, it was a he had a Nissan Maxima, and he wanted to put a cold air intake on it. And so I helped him, a little short air ram intake, and so I helped him put it on. And maybe a week later, Dana calls me. She says, "Justin got a ticket." I said, "What for?" She goes, "Well, the cop said he was doing 120, but that car won't go that fast." And I was like,
Yeah.
well, it will." And absolutely not my fault at all. No, I just, this was the responsibility test, and damn it, he failed. I just did it to test him, and he failed, damn it.
Well, this kid's 17 years old. He left his high school, went to homeschool so he could graduate early, and he is currently working full time as an electrician.
Cool.
So I think he's responsible.
Responsibility checkbox.
I mean, shoot, he's got a grown man job right now. I figure in a couple months he'll probably want to start his apprenticeship or something like that. But yeah, he's on his way. So
All right.
yeah, I got that car. I was going to do some more stuff with it. He needs a car.
It's a good kickstart.
He's driving a little
Nice.
4-wheel truck right now that's just not great. I got another truck that I was thinking about giving him, but we decided that the Charger would be the better deal because it's ready to go right now. We don't have to do any work to it, and I have a plan for the truck. So that might be part of it too. That the plan involves a 671 blower. so there's going to be some fun stuff going on with the truck. Oh,
Right on.
3/4 ton GMC big block.
Jerry, Keith, Jeremy, welcome in. Yeah, Jerry says if you're not supposed to eat the whole box, why are there so many? That reminds me of the guy holding the possum. And it says, if not supposed to pet, why fun shaped?
That's perfect. No, I like that. I'm going to use that excuse.
We have a pet. Yeah, we have a pet possum in the back now, and Dinah puts blueberries out for it.
Jeez.
It was climbing the bird feeder, and I was afraid it was going to get stuck, in the mesh and stuff. So we started putting a bowl down on the ground with bird seed in it, and then we started giving it blueberries and carrots, and I think she gave it some celery. And it's a thing now. But our possum is well fed. Oh, I love possums. I've got so many possum stories. Good thing about living in Mississippi, so many damn possums. And
That's great.
well, the fun thing is, we don't have moles. We don't have holes in the ground from the bugs. We didn't have any June bugs last year. Now I know why. Because we have our own extermination service running around the backyard.
I wish I could get some bats to fly around my backyard with all the flying objects out there. Tired of spraying every month.
Oh, we have tons of dragonflies and hummingbirds. And I didn't know this. I thought hummingbirds just did, pollen and nectar and shit. Hummingbirds, I guess, eat mosquitoes and shit too. They eat a lot of bugs.
Yep.
So
the flying darts are all over the place back there. So yeah.
Death darts, yeah.
So
Freaking nuts. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Man. We've got feeders for them because we want them around.
Yeah.
There's nothing funnier than having just hearing a and they're like right next to your ear and you kind of turn and like, what?
Oh, I thought I got stung by a wasp one time, and it didn't stab me, it buzzed me. The wings hit my face. I thought it was a wasp or something, and it was the wings hitting my face. It'll actually give you like a severe, I guess not a rug burn, but it'll give you an abrasion, like a carpet burn. Wow. But yeah, he was just curious. I smell good. I know it.
Jeremy McCormick says he's got a well-fed groundhog.
Yeah, I guess groundhogs are okay.
3 of them.
Now, something to Jerry's ad, and he's got like 3 of them. I'm assuming that Jerry's got a whole Appalachian farm going on.
Probably.
Okay.
He's got a campground in his backyard. The possums, they're entertainment. He's taught them how to play banjos. Yeah, they're on drums.
He's probably sitting out there, teaching them bluegrass. Telling them, okay, you guys all need to just speak one language. Okay, bark like the dog. Okay.
All right. Well, so what are you guys getting for Christmas, or what are you wanting for Christmas? In the comments, throw your comments down. I'll try to actually read them for some reason. And then let's start with Bleak. Bleak, what are you looking forward to getting for Christmas?
What are you wanting for Christmas?
So tell us first what your favorite Christmas present you ever got was.
Oh.
And then what do you want this year?
Well, one year she went all out and got me the full Destiny Edition PlayStation with all the expansions, custom, spared no expense, phenomenal. That was pretty amazing. No one had ever spent that much on me, and one time I didn't know how to feel about it.
That's love.
I felt loved. And then she was like, "Yeah, go play to your heart's desire," and I was like, "What? Am I being punked right now? This is crazy."
Am I on camera?
Really, most of the time now, I have everything I could want. I'm an adult. I buy most of my own gifts throughout the year. It kind of makes me hard to shop for. So I'm really, I don't know. I have my friends. I have my community. I have my family. I have the little dog. I got it going on. I'm mostly good. Every once in a while, people give me a food item, and I'm really tipped over. I'm just like, wow. Oh, I need more food. Like I need another hole in my pocket, but I keep going back. And I just recently got gifted some German spicy mustard. Freaking delicious. I started making sandwiches. I had no need for a sandwich. I started making them. just to slather them up with that German mustard.
I miss Hickory Farms. I miss Hickory Farms.
Oh yeah,
They don't even have
The
Hickory
little-
Farms anymore. I think they may have a
used to
mail
make,
service.
like a holiday thing with the summer sausage and the
Smoked cheese,
smokes.
smoked cheddar.
Yep.
Oh, so good.
Oh yeah. So that's pretty much it for me. What was the other part of the question?
What do you want this year? What are you hoping Harley Claus brings you?
Yeah. Again, already got that one pretty much answered as well. I always wanted, since I fell in love with two wheels, since that very moment, I was like, man, the greatest thing in the world would be to be paid to do this. Well, I pretty much achieved that. I start my rider coach program here in a couple of months. We've got a couple classes to do locally. I got to go to Milwaukee to Harley for a couple more. I'll be a rider coach. I'll be a rider and rider services manager at the dealership. I also work in parts, but then again, I also work all over the dealership. And my whole existence is now bike. It's morning, noon, night. I spend more time at that dealership than I can get to in my own house. So, I mean, you got to be pretty committed.
Living the dream. Shit.
I'm not, in some regards, yes, in some regards, no. Do I wish I had it a little more like Jess or, her two wheels? I do. She gets to ride all over and she gets to see all the beauty I hope to get to see. On the other side of things, I'm pretty stationary and I get to be surrounded by bike all day. And that's pretty cool too.
Yeah.
I actually think about that lady pretty often because I'll be sitting at my desk in the air conditioning or in the heat. Like, what is Jess doing right now? She's probably breaking her butt going around some bend out in the middle of nowhere, but she's about to come around the corner to something beautiful.
She's probably getting rained on.
Sure is nice in here. So that's it. That's it for me. What about you, sir?
My best. So funny you should say that. My favorite Christmas present ever was Diana got me Halo 4 with the Halo 4 Xbox 360 with the matching controller with the matching earphones. So it had a headset. It was a Halo headset with a little, yeah. And so when I first got that, I was like, this is the coolest thing ever. And I was like, I'll never go outside again. I'm just going to stay inside for the rest of my life. And I literally, since it was Christmas, I literally stayed in almost all week. That we were off for the entire week, and I played like every day. I don't think I got off of it.
Nice.
I didn't even eat Christmas dinner. I was like, who needs Christmas dinner? I'm just going to play this all day.
Now
And
you
I
get
did.
your regen level up high enough in game, you don't need food in the real world no more.
Yep. I'm one of those guys, when a new game comes out, I try to be responsible, but I get very competitive on these games. And I remember I was playing, I think it was Fallout one time, and I was up at level it was Fallout. And I was like level 110. And somebody asked me, how do you get that high? And I said, I kill everything I see. I kill all the chickens. I kill the ducks. I kill the people that are hiding. I kill the people that I think might be spies. They look like settlers, but they're probably raiders. I'm going to kill them too. No one survives. Unless they're on my mission list and I need them to complete a mission, they're going to die because they're after my resources. So fuck them. And that's how you achieve a level.
Mm-hmm.
And you get more points for them too. You ever see the videos where they're like, what happens if you wipe out this entire settlement? Oh, I know. I did it. I know what happens. Because fuck them. That's what I said. This year, I don't know, man. I think I have reached serendipity. There's not much stuff. Right now, there's stuff that I like. There's stuff that's cool. I don't think there's anything I really need. I could say another bike, something for the bike, but that's just nice to have stuff. It's nothing I don't think I really need. Oh, that Heath pumpkin pie in there. That's what I want for Christmas. And the cheese ball. That's what I need.
Ooh,
That's what I need.
Pumpkin pie. That's a gift. That's
And milk.
delicious. Yeah.
I wish I had some apple crown to put in it, but I'm just gonna have to survive, man. I'm gonna have to rough it, I guess.
I'll send you some milk nog, but I don't know how well the stuff travels.
It wouldn't get here very well. All right, Doug, you're up.
That's great. The cheese ball is necessary.
The cheese ball. Oh yeah, I would say I'd save you some cheese ball. I'd be lying. This cheese ball's not going to last the weekend. I know it.
Best Christmas gift ever. God, I gotta say this quietly so she doesn't hear this. Best Christmas gift ever was from my ex-girlfriend, and she totally fooled me. I had the Electroglide, and I don't like to do my own tires. We talked about that. It's just not my thing. I'd rather just have somebody else do it. They can do it once over on the bike and see if there's anything I've missed, and just a safety thing. So whenever it goes in for a tire, check the bike. So I took it in and dropped it off. I'm without my bike for a day, and then they called me up and said, "Yeah, we didn't get to it today." And another day goes by, and another day goes by, and another day goes by, and I'm getting a little upset, because I've been without my bike all weekend now, and I'm like, man, what the heck, And she's listening to me complain, going, "I don't have that bike. What's going on with it? I was planning on riding that. I had to take this other bike out, and all this." She completely surprised me and did everything, had Harley do everything that was on my list to do. Everything.
Well,
These grommets, everything. They went through the entire bike and did everything I wanted on my list. And of course, it took 4 days. And it showed up, and I was like, "What the heck took so long?" And they're like, "Oh, well, here's the list." And I'm like, I didn't tell you guys, what are you talking about? I'm thinking I'm going to spend thousands of dollars on this crap. What the heck? And he goes, no, look at the price. And I'm like, what? Merry Christmas. And I'm like, you guys are giving? He goes, no. And he pointed at her, and I went, oh yeah, that's like the best. That's the best ever. Fuck you for doing that, but that's the best ever.
Nice, man.
So it was awesome. And it was totally tricked. And yeah, I thought, I'm never getting my bike back. It was awesome. It was awesome. So, and I got to be upset about it, so that made it even better. So this year we're not really doing the bike stuff this year for Christmas. We decided to purchase two of those we were talking about earlier. We purchased two of those robot vacuum mops for the house. We got the X10s. So we just ran one through, and the floor looks cleaner than it's been in like 2 months.
I'm impressed with the movies of those things when I see the videos of them, and they throw like slop on the floor, and they just keep making rounds until it's clean. I'm not sure how.
There's you can't just take them and throw them. There's a couple of tricks that you've got to do to make them work right, and it involves spray silicone, putting it on the sides of the brush that actually rotate. So on the end of the brush itself, give that a squirt. Any kind of moving parts, just do some aerosol silicone in there, and they run great. So, and then don't buy the refresh pack, the sponges and all that stuff. Don't buy that from the company. Get those from like Temu or something. You can get them for like $20 for a pack that'll last you like 2 years.
Yeah, we get them from Amazon because it's the same stuff. Amazon. It's just not remarketed. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's the same exact stuff. So yeah, it's I don't buy from the factory. We've already ordered the package for the last 2 years. If I get a year and a half out of them, I'll be happy.
We have continuous inkjet printers at work, and to buy them from Videojet or to buy them from the other company, like the recharge cartridge, the cell is like $600. You can get it on Alibaba for $150. And these breather cartridges, if you get them from Videojet, they're $100 a piece. You get them on Alibaba for like 5 for $60. Yeah, they're the same number, same part number on them. They're even labeled. You're just not getting them from the factory.
Research, but I think we're going to do a third Christmas gift for ourselves. And I think it's going to be a printer that actually prints good photos. We've got a printer right now that doesn't print pictures very well. We're going to put some stuff on the walls. Mm-hmm. So that's going to be probably her gift, and she can't hear me because she's in the other room now.
I did pick myself up a gift this year that I'm kind of excited about. It hasn't come yet. It's got a long lead time. I sometimes get wild hairs in my head about prepping. Some people have torn feelings on that, but I get little prepper wild hares. And there had been this device out for a while, and I'd been eyeballing it. I just, hey, how you doing? No, I can't. All right, close it out of the cart. Well, finally, I decided. I was like, yeah, all right, I'll try one of these out. I'm real excited. And one of my coworkers already has one, so it was like, oh, we could create a network. It's called a Meshtastic, and it's a long-range, super low-frequency device that allows end-to-end encryption and text communications with no network. There's no cell network. There's no Wi-Fi. There's no. It's all done through really low frequency, long range, and they mesh together. If you got a couple people in an area with these devices, you guys can all chat just like you have cell phones. But in the event of a grid going down or an EMP going off and all functions are gone, it's a nice little way to stay in touch with each other. And again, they take next to nothing. You can run them off the solar panel. You can do all kinds of stuff. And so I went ahead and I bought one. I'm pretty excited about that. It won't come till middle of January or something. But then I'll be able to play with it and talk. You can load maps on them and do all kinds of stuff. And then triangulate where you're at on the map based on other Meshtastic devices. I don't know how good that is, but it's like some super nerdy, super techie stuff that I had been thinking about and finally pulled the trigger on.
Sounds cool. I'm about to look one up
Yeah, Meshtastic.
just to see what it is.
Yep.
Jeremy says I guess he's waiting for Black Ops 7.
Oh,
So
yeah.
he's hoping for it for Christmas. I've never got into shooter games. There's a few I've gotten into, but like the shooter technique games, I usually just laugh at them. There was one that was the action was pretty close, but any game where you got to shoot somebody 5 times in the face to kill them is pretty unrealistic. And it kind of tickles me that you can shoot somebody in the face 5 times and they keep getting up, and they shoot you once and you're dead. So it's like, yeah, that's not a fair game. I expect something like that in Halo, but
I don't know about getting shot in the face 5 times, but you can take 5 body hits and still live.
oh yeah. Well, we've talked about that the other day, but yeah, it's there was a game called Black, and I love the game. You had to have good technique on the game because it was almost impossible to kill as you get up in range. It was you could do a shoulder shot and you're killing people in like the first few levels, and by the time you get to the top level, there's a dude with a steel mask on with body armor, and you got to shoot him in the face like 5 times to kill him, and it's like, okay, come on,
Wow.
enough of this.
I don't play the Call of Duty or a lot of the PvP or player versus player stuff. I like player versus environment, PvE. I played Destiny and Arc Raiders, but I learned something actually playing. I think it was some Call of Duty, maybe it was Modern Warfare. I learned something about Bill will never be better than a 12-year-old with some caffeine. They win every time and screech like sirens or banshees or something. It's just, and then kill you repeatedly. And I'm just not that good. I get it. My time has passed. So it's just not as fun. And so I go play other stuff because those 12-year-olds, they just keep coming. They don't stop.
In my vindictive days, like especially with like Duke Nukem, and what was the other game we used to play all the time? There was a network called 10, and you could play all the cool games on it. And there was always some young kids in there would just being dicks to younger kids, especially. And I'd be like, okay, I know where all the hidey holes are. I'm going to hide in places and just take all these stupid kids out. And I would. Because there was one called Heretic. However you want to say it.
Heretic.
And I got good at hiding and just killing everybody. It was unfair, but I like to be competitive until people just started being stupid. And I'd always end up on the team where some dude decided you're supposed to be doing a run through, and he decides he just wants to kill everybody because it's fun. And I'd be like, okay, fine, we can do this. And I would hide somewhere and just, especially at Duke Nukem, you could do it, and then 10, you could. I can't remember the other game that we used to play. Shit, but I would just hide, and then drop bombs on people. And as soon as they try to like get on top of a chimney or get at the corner of a building and at the top of a ladder, and whenever you see movement, you know you're at the top of the ladder. Somebody's below you. Drop a bomb. Drop a grenade. Kill everybody. Dirty pool, but it worked.
Hey, man.
My favorite of all time was probably Doom. I got because you could pick your own teams, so you get to play with the same people every time, and I actually did like that one.
That's the way, in some regards, that's the way Destiny is. You can build a fire team with your own friends. You can build a raid team with people you know. You guys can go do it together. You can, and if you play with the same people long enough, you really start to feel each other out as far as where strengths and weaknesses are, who should be where, and it makes for a lot of like team fun. You know, you get that a sense of accomplishment, like you did something, yeah, but you also did something because of the people around you and the parts they played as well. And what that does for, I don't know, what it does for you as a person is, it's a positive. It's a net positive.
Yep. I played Diablo 4, and I learned early that if you're going to be a fire skill, center all of your upgrades around fire, and so it also helps your multiplier. So I'm the guy. As soon as they get on, people start following me around, and they'll be like, "Can I join your team?" And I'm like, "No," but they'll follow me anyway because they know I can get all the good kills. And the good thing about like Diablo is if you're playing, if a treasure chest opens up, everybody gets their own stuff. You don't have to share it. It opens up and everybody has their own gear in there based on their levels. So people just follow me around on Diablo 4 and just like pick up scraps because they know I'm the good kill.
Nice.
Love playing. And there's no strategy. You're just burning demons. You don't have to strategize. You don't have to hide. You don't have to freaking find cover. Just kill everybody. It's freaking awesome. I love the murder aspect of that because it's fun.
Oh,
Doug, you having some problems there?
yeah, it looked like you had a brownout.
Did you have a brownout?
The audio burned out.
He's losing his audio.
Yeah.
I think we lost
Storm.
you.
Got him.
Desert Storm. Sandstorm.
Sandstorm got him. You extract.
He said he'll.
900.
He's gonna come back. He'll be back Friday. Okay, go on out. We'll see you. Try to reload. All right, we're just bullshitting. If you guys got some questions, want to do your comments, tell us what you're getting for Christmas. Let me know. I never got into Warcraft, and I don't know why.
I did when it originally dropped, when it first came out, when it was the new hotness, and at the time, I had some computer I had slapped together. I used to be kind of good at putting these things together, and this one even recently I did some stuff too to make it better because I really needed a new computer. But then I got on GitHub and I found a force program that allowed me to force Windows 11 onto my PC, and then it worked better. Anyway, but World of Warcraft needed a lot, and I remember I had a computer for a time that would run it, and that was when it first came out, and I had this undead priest, and it was pretty cool, and I got a little ways into it, and then I don't remember, I stepped away for a month, 2 months, and so much had changed by the time I came back. There's quintuplets of programmable keys, and people with had just gone so far, and I was like, oh, I don't recognize this place anymore.
Yeah, Neverwinter Nights was like that. When I was playing Neverwinter Nights, you wouldn't play for a while. When you came back, the entire map had changed because they just changed it so fast. It went so fast. I love it though. I still love playing it, but it's a different. I guess it's a good thing about it. Whenever you go back to it, it's a different game because all the maps have changed, the enemies have changed, and you can't go back and say I'm going to replay this map. Well, you can't because it changed. It doesn't exist anymore, which is kind of cool.
You know, when my kids, I think they were about 7 or 8 years old, they started playing the shoot 'em up games and war games and targeting games and stuff like that. And there was one that I don't remember what the name was, but it was mostly just like there was a lot of stuff with like an aircraft and picking targets and stuff. And Everybody told me, "Oh, your kid's spending too much time on their computer, too much time playing games." That's what he does for a living now. Airborne Mission Systems operator. That's what he does for a living.
It's
A lot of
funny what
strategy.
they get right as well, because I have some MotoGP games. I love racing, man, and they're awful. They're atrocious to play. You're the whole time you're blowing out tires, or at least I am,
Or you're sliding off the track
or you're flying off the track.
consistently.
And
Yeah.
it's like, if I go slow enough that the bike handles correctly, I'm passed. I'm in last place. And if I go fast enough that I'm keeping up, I'm flying off the track. So whatever the balance is on some of these games is so off the wall. Riding a motorcycle lane is hard to play in this game is.
Yeah.
And
Oh, MotoGP 4, or was it Grand Prix 4? I'd be leaning in my chair, and I couldn't get the bike over far enough because my armrest was up. It's so dumb. But now there are some cool racing games that have no racing strategy at all. Like there was one called Full Throttle, and it was a computer game. Well, now they've made it into a Xbox game. And it used to be just you'd race, you'd build these monster bikes and race them, and the only strategy was hitting the people and knocking the people off their bikes. Well, now they've turned it into like a story mode. And not only are you racing the bikes, but you stop at these cantinas and you have to find the keys, and you got to find the bartender and get into the safe and steal keys to a new bike. And so there's more story to it. It's actually kind of fun, but no riding strategy at all except knock people off their motorcycles, find a bigger baseball bat, and it's a lot of fun. But yeah, the racing games. Now I like the dirt games. I love playing the dirt games. I love playing the ice racing games. Like what is it? Rallycross, the V-Cross games. I love them. But because I'm not a V-Crosser, I don't know what it's like to really race a V rally car. If I did, I probably wouldn't like the game.
fair enough. Well, I think other games they do really well. Maybe it's partly because of the hardware. There's a bunch of simulator games that you can build like movable chairs and have realistic steering wheels and foot pedals and stuff with, and people kit out their sim with multiple screens, and it gets fancy. Buy whole car dashes and do really cool stuff. I don't see that from motorcycle games. And I know that the arcades used to have them, but those were pretty.
Yeah, that's that would be expensive to be at home. Yeah.
Yeah, to get it right anyway, and make it fun and actually, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not tactile. It's but yeah, feel like it's supposed to.
Yeah, there's no way.
Yeah.
Because, well, it would have to feel like a Harley, and then it's got to feel like a Ducati, and then it's got to feel like a Yamaha, and it's like you'd never get your setup right. You'd be constantly changing. You'd have to have 10 seats for it, 5 different sets of bars. No, it would just never. You'd never get it right.
Yeah.
But a car is a car. I mean,
Yeah.
the steering wheel is further away or it's closer. The pedals are further away or they're closer. That's the only thing you can change.
Sorry, I'm just imagining it's like, okay, I got to put these 14-inch risers on there. I need road soap on this thing. It's not gonna. I can't sit on it too long without road soap.
Hang on, I got to pump up my shock. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah.
In this game, I'm real time driving across the country. So I'll be back in 14 hours.
Yeah.
I'll be in the other bedroom. I did it. I just did my first iron butt. Is that where you've been? We were looking for you.
I don't know how anybody can do that. Sorry. I mean, the real thing. I don't know how anybody can go. It's not a matter of riding the distance or anything like that. Definitely done that. But it's all the documentation and taking pictures of receipts and bike and where you're at and all that garbage. And, I'm not doing that.
I have yet to do an iron butt. My longest distance on bike was 750 miles in a day. That was a lot for me, at least at that point. Or it's one of the things I've been trying to practice. And I previously my highest day was 500 miles. Speaking of, I don't mean to keep referencing her, but talking about her two wheels, she had just done a video about doing an iron butt, and then I ran into her down at Forgotten Angels, and I remember asking her. She's nice, she's approachable. I remember asking her, like, What's that like? What's it like really? I mean, your video said one thing, but was it rough? Was it this? She's like, they're easy. They're easy once you get the hang of them. And I thought, oh, okay, it's easy. And so when I left Forgotten Angels that day or the next day, I hit the road with a new and renewed vigor. But at 750 miles, it started getting weird inside my helmet. I was tired. I was like talking to myself and shit, and I was like, "Oh, this is getting fucking weird. I better, I better pull off and find a place to rest because I want to make it home. I don't want to find myself in a dangerous position." So then I found a little place and pulled in there and stayed the night. And they had a Waffle House. You don't have to threaten me with Waffle House.
Nice.
Yeah. So thanks to some kind words from her, I actually increased my overall number, but I've yet to do that full iron. But I have no interest in documenting anything. I don't do that stuff for a sticker or whatever. I do it for just for me. I'm the only one going to take it with me.
I saw one the other day that they had done an iron butt, and when they sent in their stuff, they got to the end and they had like another 50 miles to go. So they kept driving past it, and they turned around and they came back. And they had the odometer reading, and when they ran it to Iron Butt said, "No, you didn't. No, because your gas bill says this and this." Somebody else that did it, they decided to do a little round trip and went off the track, and they added like another maybe 40, 50 miles when Iron Butt said, "Nope, the distance from this gas station to this gas station is that much, and that's what we're counting." They wouldn't count the time off of the road, even though it was actual legitimate mileage.
Isn't that something?
So if you're going straight, stay on a highway, you can't get off the highway. You can't take side roads. You can't get off. You need to basically just go highway the whole way, or they won't count
It's not
it.
that hard to create. They could just literally create their own app.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then have the app just say, "Hey, take a picture." Okay.
Well, like Revit, Relive. Relive tracks your entire trip.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's use Relive because it's freaking great and it's awesome. If you haven't used Relive, when you start the timer and it tracks the phone. If you stop and take pictures or take stuff with your phone or take videos with your phone or do little things with your phone, at the end, it gives you an entire video of your whole drive, how fast you were going, your altitude, everything. And every time you take a picture, it will stop the video and insert the picture or the video. And then you take off again. It's very cool and it's free, absolutely free.
Yeah.
But
If they had something like that to record it, I probably would have done it on that trip where I had the toothache. I'm never gonna plan to go run thousands of miles. I've done it, Gallatin to Phoenix, straight through, stop for gas. But I had a bad toothache and I was going to the dentist the next day for emergency surgery, so I was getting the hell home. Okay, I wasn't spending 3 days in a hotel room recuperating from surgery on a tooth. It's not happening.
yeah.
But yeah, I would never plan a trip like that because I'd miss too much stuff. I want to stop and see things on the way and take my time.
Yeah, it takes some time out. I mean, great. So I rode so from here to Forgotten Angels is 860 miles. And there have been times that I've drove that, and when I got to Tifton, Georgia, I wanted to stop. And there have been times I was like, I'm not even tired, and drove the whole way. So I couldn't plan to, I'm going to go drive 1,000 miles because you never know when that sleepy bug hits you. When that sleepy bear crawls on your back, you're going down. There's no, especially on a motorcycle, you're going down. So
yeah, mine is when I start thinking I'm getting kind of tired. That's it. I'm stopping. So unless there's some kind of extenuating circumstances like a pain scale on 8 out of 10, for a tooth, I'm getting the hell home and I'm drinking White Monsters the whole way.
Yeah.
And she's slapping me. Wake up.
I used to drive for a crane company, and I drove to Kerrville, Iowa. And when I got there, I got pneumonia, got a cold, got the flu, something. I couldn't leave. So I called. I'm like, I am so sick, I can't drive the van. Plus, it's like negative 20 outside. And they're like, well, just stay in the van, or just stay in the hotel. And I'm in the hotel, sick. It's negative 20. I needed to leave and go to a pharmacy and get NyQuil and go back to the hotel. And I'm in a freaking hotel. There's nothing to do but lay there. I hated it. And finally, I got up at like 3 a.m. I'm like, I'm just driving home. There's no use in staying in this fucking hotel because it sucked. If I'm sick, I want to be home where somebody can baby me and bring me soup. And so I drove home and I got babied and she brought me soup because it just sucked. So Randy,
Alex, I have to go.
yeah, we're gonna go ahead and close it off. We're just a little short one for tonight. We'll be back Friday night. We'll hope you guys can make it Friday night. If you can't,
You know, I do have that one gift that's affordable for everybody to get a biker. The one thing to get. Go online. So find out what their bike is. Go online and find the toolkit that matches the full toolkit that's portable. You know, they put it in their bag or something that matches their bike. It's the best thing. It's the best thing you can ever get them. And then add a pair of vice grips.
I can't remember the company on. It's on Amazon, but she's bought me.
Tools.
What is it? Cruise. Cruise makes it for the bike.
This is one.
There's
Bosch
another.
puts out another kit that's a little more expensive.
There's one called River. Cruise makes them, and they're kind of small. But there's one they call it's River something. River Ride, River Run. I gotta have to look it up. But it's also really inexpensive. You know, it's all the stubbies. It's the perfect size ones. It's just like Cruise. They're small. They're perfect for a bike. They're not hard to keep. I always add a couple extra wrenches just for the hell of it. But just shit that's nice to have. So
Yeah, tools that match the bike. You can't go wrong with that, and they're not that. It's not going to break the bank.
yeah, they're usually less than $50.
Perfect gift.
Yep.
You know.
And the Sportster one's perfect because all you need is like a 1/4 inch Allen wrench and a 9/16 wrench and a 10 millimeter. You got everything you need.
Yeah.
We're all going to go ahead and say hello. I hope all you guys have a Merry Christmas. We'll be back Friday night. So if you can make it, yeah, we'll have more people Friday night. I really just kind of sprung this on everybody doing it tonight. But thanks, guys, for coming. It was awesome. Everybody in the audience, thanks for coming. We had a great blast. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell, and we will see you guys Friday night. Peace out.
Y'all have a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Feliz Navidad, prospero años y felicidad.